Alright, I guess I'm talking to nobody at first. So I'm open on Atlanta Approach, also known as A80, and I'm covering this huge area right now, all bandboxed together. We've got Atlanta Center on, and we've also got Tower. So I just let Tower know in the chat that I'm open, and right now I think I'm talking to nobody, which is kind of fun. What do I do here? Just talk to myself? I guess that's what I do. Alright, pretty quiet at the moment. We are in West Operations. You can also see the ground view here. We've got Delta 104, who seems to be taxiing out, and he is, let's see, Boston on the Plumber 2. So he'll be departing runway 27 right. He'll go to football, style, golf, Plumber. So let's wait for him. This is interesting. I'm getting no weather data, which means I have no wind data, although Atlanta at the moment is 340 at 13, 10 miles, view at 3,500 and 299 at 2. That is strange. I think it pulls this from the VATSIM servers, so maybe something strange is going on with VATSIM. We'll get Delta 104 will be our first departure. And as you can see, we have Delta 7 inbound from the Dubai, but he's not landing until 6:47 Zulu. One got taken off from New Orleans, one from Knoxville. So yeah, we'll get the Knoxville and the New Orleans. I'm not sure what Khan 1229 is. I guess we'll find out. Given this is my first stream ever, really, I'm just checking out that the stream seems to be working properly. I think it is. Yeah, it's kind of tiny. I'm running on an ultra widescreen monitor, and I've tried to set it up so that it's as good as it can be, but I think I might need to change my canvas. Well, that's okay, we can do that another time. Wow, mighty 2 viewers, my first viewers ever. Not very excited at the moment, guys. Hopefully we get some more arrivals and it will get a bit more interesting. I suppose that's somewhat unusual for me as an American VATSIM controller is I'm using Euroscope. I trained in the UK, did my S2 at Manchester, my S3 at Liverpool, then became a Heathrow mentor. Did a lot of controlling at Heathrow, and I just cannot get used to stars, VRAM, VRC. For me, the functionality just sucks. It sucks compared to Euroscope. So all of 3 viewers, if you guys can hear me, just give me a mic check. This is, say, the first time I've ever streamed. Let me know if it sucks. Not the stream, the mic.
The 6 months. Congrats.
Okay, that departure's on the roll. There he is. So, I assume his tag. I'll hand him off, and I need to both radar identify him, check his altitude, and then I'll be climbing him to 14,000 feet, assuming there's no conflicting arrivals, which there is not. In the Euroscope I can also show his departure route. That. You can see it's also telling me that after me he's going to go to 43, which is centre. The Euroscope's going to help me with a handoff, and that's all based on the sector files and the definitions of the areas that I've set up. The centre view, at least that I have. And I can also turn him direct plumber as well. No other traffic to conflict. One more departure taxiing out. You can see there. Yeah, Delta 1015, who is also on the plumber to Boston. Hopefully Tower's going to hand him off soon. A80. Okay, that's strange. He never... Yep, I'll give you the track. I think I know what's going on. Hang on. There you go. So I think what that was, Euroscope's doing a funny thing to me at the moment where it's not setting my visibility center, which is kind of annoying. So let's see if I can hear.
Pick up our I-4 to Greenville downtown, Golf Mike from airport.
Why I'm monitoring center now?
Hello, 4625 Golf, Allow Center Royal Clear to your destination airport via Birmingham, 7 departure, red vector Rome. Then direct to destination. Climb maintain 5016.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Let me let Tower know there's something going on. Alright, let's hope for Delta 1015 works. Otherwise it's not going to be a very interesting stream. Okay, Delta 1015 is rolling. All being well. There he goes. Should see him pop up on the scope. There's Delta 104 is climbing through 12,000 feet. 747. Delta 1015, let's assume him. Let's see how we get on with this one. This tower letting me know he's going to hand him off. So I am talking to the other controllers. Well, the other controllers are sometimes talking to me in TeamSpeak, but you won't hear TeamSpeak in the stream. We've got a policy at the DTL Arctic that we don't stream TeamSpeak. I guess because some of the conversations are not PG-13. Alright. Delta 1015. Hope you get him. Okay, he's in the voice room here, which is good. And he needs to
Atlanta approach. Delta 1015, climbing through 7,000 feet.
Delta 1015, Atlanta departure, good evening. Radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000. Hooray!
Climb and maintain 14,000, Delta 1015.
So I'm not going to send him all the way to Plumber because he's going to conflict with this guy, but I can send him to Golf. Delta 1015, proceed direct Golf. Delta 1015, just confirm you're flying the Plumber departure. You see, he should have turned to football there and he hasn't.
Read that back, please.
Delta 1015, just confirm, are you following the Arnav Plumber departure? It looks like you're just flying runway heading right now.
I am flying runway heavy right now. Runway heading, sorry.
Delta 1015, have you got the Arnav departure programmed in? Can you go direct to Golf or do you need vectors?
I do not have that in. Delta 1015.
Delta 1015, roger. For now, turn left heading 120.
Flight heading 120, Delta 1015.
And Delta 1015, what's the first fix you have in your FMC, I guess you're using? Is it Spartanburg, Sierra Papa Alpha?
In my aircraft, my FMC is not working, Delta 1015.
Delta 1015, roger. Are you able to fly direct to Spartanburg?
Copy, yes, we can fly direct to Spartanburg, Delta 1015.
Delta 1015, thank you. Okay, turn left heading 080 and then direct Spartanburg when able.
Heading 030, Delta 1015.
Delta 1015, negative. Left heading 080 and then when able, direct Spartanburg.
030, then when able, direct Spartanburg, Delta 1015.
Alright, so this guy sounds like he's going to fly 030, but really doesn't matter. Alaska A80. Delta 1015 seems like a bit of a noob. He's filed the RNAV, but he's not flying the RNAV. So I've sent him direct Spartanburg when able. He's on a 080 heading, even though he's turning the wrong way. And as you can see, he's already busted his level. So I'm going to give him to you. I've told him direct Spartanburg when able. Enjoy. Delta 1015, continue that right turn, direct Spartanburg, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. Good night.
Direct Spartanburg, contact Atlanta Center on 132.970. Good night.
So what you didn't hear there is I told Center, or you heard what I said, but Center said okay, he'll take him. So I transferred the tag to Center, and now he's Center's problem. And I kind of was spending more time trying to sort out his routing while he just kept on climbing and climbing and climbing. And now he's well and truly within Center's airspace above. So it made sense to hand him off. So this is fun. You can see 1015 down here. He filed slant Lima, which means he's RNAV. And I can never remember what all these slants are. Let's have a look. Slant Lima. Yeah, RVSM. GNS mode Charlie. So yeah, he needs to be changed to something else, probably Slant Whiskey. Which then makes you wonder, well, what's he flying? He's in X-plane, in a 737, and his FMC is not working. And it's an 800. So what is that? Even if it's default, he has the default X-plane. If it's a Zebo, then clearly that's better. So who knows? He's going to have a fun time. Alright, what's it going with Twitch? I'm trying to watch the Twitch website. I'm trying to watch Twitch on my iPad. Hey, 80. Oh, great. Oh, lol. Alright. Thanks, I'll take him back, PJ. So the controller there came and told me that a Delta 1015, as you can see, has declared an emergency, and I'm going to get him back. So, here we go. We'll take the tag back, and let's see. Well, the weather's pretty good, so he can get a visual approach.
Atlanta approach Delta 1015. We are on descent for runway 26 left, I think it was. Emergency descent, Delta 1015.
Delta 1015, roger, you can expect runway 26 left, fly heading 090 and descend and maintain 3,500.
Down to 3,500, expect runway 26 left, heading 090, Delta 1015.
Alright. Let's see what he does. I can take him down to 3,500 here in this block, still keep him within my airspace. And I'm messing around with minimum vectoring altitude or anything like that. As soon as he's visual, I'm just going to give him a visual approach. And it becomes his problem. So let's correct his flight plan. He's going to Atlanta now. And he wants 26 left. Which Euroscope is not going to let me do just because of the way I've got it set up, but that's fine. Alright, we got 80 Lima Delta's taxiing out. He's going to Tampa on the Smoltz 2, so he'll be 27 right. We've also got Delta 6281. Who's with the plumber? Boston again. Alright, so this guy's going to have trouble getting down. But he can go down the wind as long as he likes. The actual downwind heading is 095, but I gave him 090 because I think he's probably got more chance of flying that. And you know, it's an emergency. He's going to be busy. You can see Euroscope's already telling me 19.1 is the next frequency he'll go to. And that 090 will take him slightly wide, and I'm figuring he's going to need the miles anyway. We shall see. So I'm going to go and let Tower know what's going on. The tower is... Who's on tower? Ross. Local A80. Delta 1015 has declared an emergency. He hasn't told me what it is, but he's coming back. He's asked for 2-6 left. He'll probably be on the visual approach. FedEx 6437 cross complex is approved, PJ. Alright, so the tower also asked me that the FedEx 6437 who is departing from the north runways, you see him up there? No, he wants cross complex departure, which means he's not going to go the normal way. So normally Bill 2 departure to JFK would go from 27 right, but this guy's going to go 26 left, which I approved, or 26 right. I mean, it really makes no difference to me. Weather Atlanta looks pretty good. There's some storms out to the east, just by Athens, in effect. Delta 1015, turn right, heading 095.
Turn right heading 095. Delta 1015.
I just want to keep him roughly in the Bravo if I can. Doesn't really matter, there's no other traffic. So there you go. I've corrected the FedEx departure, so now he's going the other way to Impasse, Zeeland Smog. And I need to stop bashing the mic. So, runway 26, as long as he is about 5,000 feet at Haynes, then he's going to be able to get down. So how many miles has he got from there and how fast he's going? He's going 343 knots. Good on him. 6 miles and some time to slow down. And yeah, by the time he gets down, I'm going to let him get down, slow down. So once he gets to about... And then once he leaves 6,000 feet, I'm going to turn him right. And that should give him enough time to slow down. I hope. Three or three. Alright, slow down a bit. Alright, that should work. Let's turn him. Delta 1015, turn right, heading 180.
Turn right heading 180, Delta 1015.
Delta 1015, if you've got time, what's the nature of the emergency?
Can you read that back, please?
Delta 1015, what's the nature of the emergency? What led to you declaring an emergency, just so we know?
We had a bird strike and now we have a left engine fire.
Delta 1015, roger, thank you. I'll let the tower know. I may not actually let the tower know, but it all adds to the effect, right? He's actually got down to 3,500 pretty quickly there. It's pretty good. Whereas he's got a fire, let's turn him towards the airfield. Delta 1015, turn right, heading 240.
Turn right heading 240, Delta 1015.
Delta 1015 on the rollout, the airfield will be in your 12 o'clock range, 18 miles. Report to the field in sight.
Can you read that back, please?
Delta 1015 on the rollout, the Atlanta airport will be in your 12 o'clock range, 18 miles. Report the field in sight.
Report the field in sight, Delta 1015.
Alright, so this departure citation is going away from the emergency, so that's good.
Field is in sight, Delta 1015.
Delta 1015, thank you. Cleared for the visual approach, runway 26 left.
Visual approach, runway 26, Delta 1015.
You read back 26, but that's fine.
Airline approach, good evening, November 822, Juliet Hotel on the ground at Blinn. Looking to pick up our IFR clearance to Asheville.
November 822 Juliet Hotel, Atlanta approach. Good evening, you're number 1 on request. Where is he? 822 Juliet Hotel. EBN.
Good evening, Atlanta departure, citation 82 Delta 6000, climbing 10,000.
Citation 80 Lima Delta, Atlanta departure. Radar contact, climb and maintain 14000.
14,000, 80 Lima Delta.
He's going that way. Going that way. Citation 80 Lima Delta, turn left, direct Smoltz.
Direct Smoltz, left, 80 Lima Delta.
So now I can transfer him. He's clean, he's not going to conflict with anybody. I can transfer him to center.
Departure, evening, Delta 6281, passing through 2,400 for 4.
Delta 6281, Atlanta departure. Good evening. Radar contact, climb maintain 14000.
14,000, 6281.
Citation 80 Lima Delta, contact Atlanta Center 132.97. Good night.
Go to center, 80 Lima Delta.
Delta 1015, contact Atlanta Tower 119.1. Good luck, good night.
Contact tower on 119.1, Delta 1015, next bell.
Delta 6281, turn left, direct Plumber.
Direct Plumber, 6281.
So I turn that citation to Smoltz. As long as I turn the Delta, then they're going to be clear. Actually, let's hope he turns soon. Otherwise, I'll be screw up. And where's Delta 1015 going now? Alright, let's have a look at this other departure. 82. What is he? 822 Juliet Hotel. So he's at DBN to AVL. So, is he Dublin? Is that within my airspace? Yes. So, what's he filed? IRQ. No departure. Give him a squawk. He's got a squawk. Can climb initially. In my airspace to 9,000, so I'll keep him. November 822 Juliet Hotel. I have a clearance when you're ready.
November 822 Juliet Hotel, ready to copy.
November 822 Juliet Hotel, you cleared to the Asheville Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 9,000. Departure will be 127.9 at squawk 0404, and you're released for departure. Call me when you're airborne.
Okay, roger that. Clear to Asheville as filed. Climb maintain 9,000. Departure will be on 127.9 squawk 0404. And you said you want us to call for the release, or we're clear to go?
November 822 Juliet Hotel, read back correct. You're released for departure. Change to the Unicom's approved and give us a call when you're in the air.
Okay, roger that. We'll call you when we're in the air. 822 Juliet Hotel, thank you.
Delta 6281, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. Good night.
22978.
So that was a bit of a late handoff of the Delta while I was doing that departure, but this is we get one where it's an airfield where we don't see traffic very often, like Dublin, and there's a bit of a mad scramble to find out what's going on. Dublin is what? Unicom.
Atlanta departure, good evening, FedEx 6437, passing 2,000 for 10,000.
FedEx 6437, Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
FedEx 6437, say again.
FedEx 6437, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
I maintain 14,000, FedEx 6437.
Now this will be interesting to see which way the FedEx turns. Is he going to turn right or left? Depending on what he programmed in. He's just Greenwood. What is he? 757? Is he turning? Is he not? What's going on with everyone today? FedEx 6437, just confirming you're on an RNAV departure. Looks like you filed the fill 2.
FedEx 6437, affirmative.
FedEx 6437, which is it? Looks like you're flying runway heading. Are you on the departure or runway heading?
We're turning towards the departure now.
That's FedEx 6437, thanks. Alright, he's gone a long way out, but whatever. That's fine.
Atlanta approach number 822 Juliet Hotel, climbing through 1,100 for 9,000.
November 822 Juliet Hotel, radar contact, climb and maintain 9,000.
9,000, can we turn on course?
And November 822 Juliet Hotel, cleared on course. Cleared as filed, so you can just turn as soon as you're airborne.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Up to 9,000, 822 Juliet Hotel.
Hey, no problem. I did the same thing the other day with someone. So he's cleared on course. So when he gets near to the edge of this little area here, which is the the Macon A80 sector, then I'll give him to center, given that he's IFR. But I keep all of the A80 traffic around here up to 10,000 feet. Let's see if I can sort this mic out. There we go. A bit higher. FedEx seems to be on some sort of departure, so that's good enough for me. Let's transfer him. Center took him. You hear that bloop? FedEx 6437, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. Good night.
Center 132.907, FedEx 6437, good night.
So we get to play Guess the Sim. What's this guy doing? He's a A24, so that's what going to be A2A, I guess. It looks like the Delta emergency is on the ground. And he landed 27 left. Maybe that's what he asked for. I don't know. I blame old age. Okay. Nothing else going on. So up here we've got all the departures. And Delta 1015 shows up because he departed from Atlanta, so I guess I can do that. Makes him go away. We got this guy, Daha slant R, which is, well, not slant R, slash R, means he's receive only. And we got this guy who's text only. And he's on Twitch, check it out. That one's on Twitch. He's not. This guy is X-Plane, so he's probably in the Zebo. Also X-Plane A320, so what's that going to be? Flight factor, probably. Or the jar. And he's climbing to 9. Gonna be pretty slow. IRQ Victor 185 Sugarloaf. And IRQ is what? Collier's. The Collier's VOR. And he is slant Golf. So Golf is like the GNAS GPS system, but not RVSM, which I guess makes sense. When I've been flying a 172 real world, we've often filed slant Lima, which looking at it now is actually wrong because we are not RVSM. We should be slant Golf. And to say that this FedEx 6437 is technically not outside my airspace yet. My airspace there goes up to 14,000 feet, which is why I climbed into 14. How's he doing? He's going to be a while, and I find this sometimes it's easy to forget about these guys because they are so slow. Not that we mind. Still weird how we don't have weather data. By adding Atlanta back in, so we do F2 KDL. Yep, no weather. So I've got Sky Vector up on the other screen. This was me checking out this guy's route, which I don't need anymore because I was trying to find out where the Bud Barron Dublin Airport was. And we'll go back to Atlanta. Or Atlanta, as I would say. There we go. Weather is 35013, gusting 19. Okay. Back. You see how he changed colour when he climbed over my airspace? Euroscope knows. And basically because I told it what the airspace is. So this guy going EMU, wherever that is. Port box, TBM, so he's going to be hot start. And he's going to miss my airspace completely, so nothing for me to do. There's some people flying all rando airports tonight. When you get a lot of unusual ones that we don't see traffic from very much, the workload definitely goes up. For me anyway, on plain old age. And I can see that he's going to be over here at what time? He's going to be 200. Time now is 1, so he's going to be at least an hour before he gets up there. 1:49, 1, whatever that is, 1:30 something. So doing what? 150 knots. He's got 20 miles to go. So what? 10 minutes until I get rid of him. So I don't know whether these 3 viewers are the same 3 viewers I had originally, but if you can hear my mic and it sounds okay, then let me know. This is the first time I've ever streamed. I would like to know if the quality is alright, if anything's wrong with it. And yeah, please do let me know. About 10 miles is a fair handoff point for the airspace boundary, but given that he's going so slow, it really doesn't matter. I can change his leader line to see how many minutes he's going to be. Yeah, he's 8 minutes from that border. The FedEx is going to be there in 8 minutes, and he's going to be there in 8 minutes. I like to keep it on 3 miles. But if I use it. So another thing I'm using is the VSMR plugin for Euroscope. And it has some cool things like the aircraft tags correlate if they're squawking the right code, mode Charlie on the ground. I guess just mode alpha. Blech, mode alpha. And this guy here is squawking the wrong code, whoever he is. And there is a way of finding out who he is by doing target acquire, and I'm not going to do that right now. And you see there's another guy here, and you know, I like this because you just don't know who he is. You wouldn't in real world unless you looked out the window, and what are you going to see at Atlanta? Hundreds of deltas. So I think that's cool. I like that. We got American 1907, Philadelphia on the plumber again. So we got another football, golf, plumber. Pretty straightforward. And here's this Khan dude. He's coming from. Oh, he's coming from MSY. Gonna be on the Hobbit 2. On the Hobbit 2. So that means, check my notes. Yeah, so it ends at 12,000 feet at Ensel. So he's going to be at 12,000 feet there, all being well. Don't know what that call sign is though, and he'll be for 27 left. Visual. There's the American. Let's hand this off to center. Comanche 2 Juliet Hotel, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. Good night.
132.97 for 822 Juliet Hotel. Have a good one.
Atlanta departure, good evening. American 1907, 3,400 climb in, 10,000 Arnett football.
American 1907, Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
Up to 14,000, American 1907.
So I checked his altitude readout just there when he was airborne to make sure his altimeter is working right. Sometimes you do see people who've set their QNH wildly wrong. Now, real world, he'd more than likely just follow the departure, I would imagine. It's so quiet on VATSIM most of the time. It's a call between, do I just turn him because there's no traffic and so what? Or do we let him fly something a little bit more realistically? We'll let him get a little bit further, maybe past football, and then we'll turn him direct plumber. I don't want to do that too late because then he's going to be kind of high and I just want to get him to centre. So the main aim of the game with VATSIM is either get people on the ground or hand them off as soon as you can, as soon as they're clean. By clean, it means with the things that you've given them, it looks like they're not going to conflict with any other traffic. We've got our mystery guy taxiing out here. Hopefully Tower fixes that. We'll see. Alright, let's turn him. We'll hand him off at the same time, give us one call. American 1907, turn left direct plumber, contact Atlanta Center 132.97. Good night.
Left direct plumber over to center 132.97, American 1907, good day.
You see, this guy is still green, and this one's still green because they're technically still within my airspace. And we have Delta 95 is departing. Music's left, going to DTW, I guess is Detroit. He's on the pageant 2. He disappeared from that list because he just started rolling. Once their ground speed, I think, goes above a certain number of knots, then they start to appear. Still no weather data. The airfields that you see here are all the ones that I control top down that aren't just little small fields. Looks like there's not an ATIS. Is there no ATIS for Atlanta? Nope. I like Tower, no. Didn't even notice. So I could go and find him in TeamSpeak, but sometimes it's easier just to type the message. There you go, down 95's airborne.
And that departure is up 95 will give you 2,400 RNF pass.
Delta 95, Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
Alright, climb maintain flight level, correction, climbing 14,795.
Oh. So he says he won't stay up because of this weird weather problem, but he can record a voice one. Which he should really. This guy's clean. Looks like he's going to turn. There's really not many miles in it, so I'll just get rid of him. So center accepted. Delta 95, contact Atlanta Center 132.97. Good night.
Right, 132.97 over Atlanta Center 795. Good night, sir.
So here's this handoff. That's the purple means center giving him to me, so I'll take him. The tower's going to put up an 80s. I could do Peachtree, but I'm not sure I can be bothered. Khan. What the hell is Khan? And what's the weather? It's still 299 a 3 now.
Approach is cancelled 29 with you. Flight level 200 descending down to 4,000 on the arrival.
Can 1229 Atlanta approach. Good evening. The Atlanta altimeter is 299 a 3. Stop descent at 12,000 and expect visual approach 27 left.
Expecting visual approach 27 left, 1229.
And can 1229 just confirm descend and maintain 12,000, 12,000 for now.
Can 1229 say again?
Can 1229 descend and maintain 12,000 initially, please.
Then maintain 12,000 for 1229.
The reason for that is I don't want him going down to 4 yet. Not only because the star doesn't say that, I don't believe. And he's going to potentially get in the way of departures. So let's just double check. He's on the Hobbit too. I think that's right.
Approach, sorry, could you just confirm the 1229 the way for arrival?
Can 1229 expect visual approach runway 27 left?
27 left at 1229.
Right, here's our Delta 1875. See, he's receive only. He's got the dash R. Going through 6,000. Well, that when he sent it was probably right. Delta 1875, Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000. He's clean, so I'll hand him off right now. And there we go, he responded in text, awesome. Delta 1875, contact Atlanta Center 132.97, good night. Yeah, and here we go. There, too much. You see this ends still 12,000. It doesn't go down to 4 anywhere. So that's why I stopped him. He's gone to centre good. Guy's going to Dayton, right by me. And he's on Pageant also, which makes sense. And he's text only. So I'm going to just do a temp altitude, do radar contact, and then I can do climb maintain. Just to see. Novel Apple approach. There we go. And then clear that out because center don't want a temporary altitude like that. And we'll let him follow this the SID because it'll just give him nice spacing for approach. Now hopefully this guy will get to Eagle and he will turn. And I'm not going to descend him really until he's more past this point here because he's just in the way of my departures. And this is another simulation thing, you know. I don't have any departures right now. But if this was real world, then they absolutely wouldn't be descending him. Unless maybe like the middle of the night or something. Which it's not. So I'm just going to leave it. Now, I haven't done this voice ATIS for a while. I guess I start recording and then stop recording. Right, we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's hand this guy off because he's climbing like a rocket. And what I do is I do .ho 43 tab, and that will give me what I need. And there we go, it's accepted. So send, done. There he goes. And I don't really expect text pilots to read everything back if they can't read. I don't expect them to type it out again. Just more work for us. Well, let's see, where's he going? Doesn't look like he's going to Eagle. So at this point, I was just going to take him on a vector and drop him now. He should be following that arrival, but he is not. So never mind. Can 1229, turn right heading 085, descend and maintain 8000.
Zero 185 right 185 and descend maintain 3000.
Can 1229, it's turn right heading 085, descend and maintain 8000.
085 descend maintain 3000. Tell tenure.
I can't 1229, just confirm it's descend and maintain 8000. 8000 please.
8000 for 1229.
So normally when they give a first vector from the star, you would also do a you would remind them this is vectors for the visual approach, whatever. But VATSIM pilots, you have to judge how much information do you really want to give them. Is it going to be overwhelming for them, or what? So let's try and do this. I don't remember now. I think we've got the 80s set up. Yeah, I don't think I've got the 80s in here. Did I put the PDK one in? Yeah, I did. So it'd have to be like that. It knows I'm controlling Atlanta, and then the frequency is what? I forget. 125.55. So 125.55. There we go. Atlanta 80s. So let's just drop this guy now. It'll be more trouble than it's worth. Straight down to 3. Can 1229 descend and maintain 3000.
Then maintain 3,000 for 1229.
So let's have a go at this horror show. Atlanta Airport arrival information. Alf. See, this sucks. How you doing this? Hello? Where's TeamSpeak gone? There it is. Hey, what's up? So the center controller was talking to me then. So am I gonna have time before he gets down? Yeah, probably. Let's try again. Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Airport Information Alpha times 0052 Zulu. Winds 35013, gusts 19. Visibility 10 miles, few clouds 3,500, few clouds 20,000, temperature 26. Dew point 16, altimeter 2993. Visual approaches in use, runway 26 right and 27 left. Bird activity in the airport vicinity. Land and hold short is in effect. Operate transponder with mode Charlie on all ramps and taxiways and advise you have information alpha. Alright, bit of a hash, but let's do single record playback, connect the ADIS, and see what that looks like. Supposed to fill that in as well, but I don't want it right now. So I'm just going to dump this in. Like that, and say alpha, and alpha. Alright, maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. Seems like it's done it. So he is going to be down to 5,000 by CJ, which he is, so I can turn him now. Can 1229, turn left heading 360.
Left 360 for 1229.
So 3,000 feet, he can be at 3,000 just outside a depot. And I get a lot of ripping from the Americans. Depot. I always forget which one it is. I've lived in America just long enough to be confused now. But really, I want him on a 295 heading, which by the time he rolls out, he will be. He'd be about right to pick up the visual. At Can 1229, turn left heading 295. The Atlanta airport is in your 10 o'clock range, 14 miles. Report the field in sight.
Turn left and then localizer on the airport for 1229.
Right, sounds like he's making it up. And Can 1229, the airfield is in your 11 o'clock range, 13 miles. Report the field in sight.
We'll report when have the airport in sight for 1229.
Okay, but it sounds like he's going to pick up the loc as well, which is good. The tower saying that the ATIS is up. We'll see. I don't know if I can monitor it in here. Yeah, I can.
Freight transponder with mode Charlie on all ramps and taxiways and advise you have information alpha. And then the Hartsfield Jackson Airport information alpha times 005.
Yeah, sounds alright.
Can 1229, we have the airport in sight.
Can 1229, thank you. Cleared visual approach, runway 27 left.
Clear for the visual 27 left, 1229.
And then I can change in Euroscope. I can pick VAP, which lets me know he's been cleared at a visual approach, which does this double slash. Yeah, it'll do. So we'll jump him to tower now. Khan 1229, contact Atlanta Tower 119.1. Good night.
Contacting tower, 1229.
Alright, bye bye, he's gone. What else is going on? We don't need that anymore. This is kinda useless. We should see our funky ADIS on the network now. Which we do. Nice. Alright, so Delta 1440 taxiing, he's going to Charlotte on the field 250, looks sensible. And Euroscope does this bananas stupidness. I haven't quite worked out what's going on there. It's not understanding the transition between the fill 2 and what's it going to be, the Jonesy. But that's okay. Yeah, so just chatting to tower, as you can see. So, yeah, my friend gave me a Yeti mic, which is why I'm straight. Hey Yeti, go ahead. No questions. Thanks for the company, Miguel. You too. Good night. So that center's closing, and what's that? I'm probably going to be here for maybe another half an hour. You too. Good night. As I say, you can't hear TeamSpeak, and that's me talking to the center controller who's gone. I don't really want to control center, especially when I'm streaming for the first time. I mean, yeah, there's enough going on to make it too busy to manage a stream and do center and keep the quality. Let's see, better than mine, I promise you. Am I getting stung by an electric eel? What? I wonder, is that something weird on my stream? Okay, don't understand. Whatever. So Delta Khan 1229 is down. We got Delta 322 coming in, which you can see him down here. He's just hitting the edge of A80. He's be on the Jedi 2. Jedi 2 ends 8,000 feet at Daffy, which is there. And then he should expect vectors according to the chart from Poobah. And he'll be 27 left. Do. Let me see if the tower guy is listening and can hear it, and whether it sounds crappy or not. We will see. This is the first time for me controlling with an overhead boom mic on the Yeti mic, or if you're American, the Yeti mic, and headphones. I usually have just a single ear and a stick mic. So this is kind of a weird experience for me because I hear my voice quite loud in my ears, which is weird. But fine. Just unusual. We're whopping 4 viewers now for the super exciting Atlanta approach. We're going to get a whole 1 departure in a minute, and then a whole 1 arrival. And I think this means it's 9 minutes from our airspace. No followers yet, though. Just not cool kids enough. I feel kind of insane talking to yourself all the time, though, I must say. Let's see what else is going on. Frugal uploaded a video. I find him kind of boring lately. I used to love Frugal's videos, but not so much anymore. Just think there are better people out there. He seems distracted with life, which of course is fine, but I think he should stop apologising. Alright, Tower says it's good. That's good for me. Alright, here comes Delta 1440. He's on the roll. There he is. And that Khan's waiting to cross. Here he comes, gets airborne. There he is. Pick him up. And he literally just rotates, and then he appears on my scope, and I can assume him. Yeah, we've got someone here who's coming from Knoxville to Atlanta. And strange route of nothingness. And the cell call. I don't know why people put the cell call in. What do we care? Alright. So we should get... we got Delta 332, which is our arrival. So he's listening to us already, and he is still a ways out. I'm not going to pick him up yet. He's still way above my airspace, and he seems to be doing the right thing, so I'm just going to leave him alone. There goes the Khan getting crossed now. All the way down on Lima. I'd like to fiddle about with my screen and get rid of this bottom bar. I guess I could have it minimize. But I hate minimizing the Windows bar. Personal preference.
I'm just about to down 1440 with you. 5,100 for 10.
Delta 1440, Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
I maintain 14,000, down 4040.
Okay, up he goes. And he can go direct fill. Delta 1440, turn left direct fill, which is my name.
Left direct fill for Delta 1440.
He sounds English too, Liam Markham, so we can find out who he is. Let's go see. Something is weird going on with the network. 1440, Liam, and he is... Where is it? Man, brain fart. Oh, here you go. UK1. So he's back at home. Well, I guess it's not home for me anymore. Ah, here he is. Requesting a 2-7 right. Which he should get 2-7 left, but if he's requesting that, then I guess we can sort that out. The first thing I want to know is your voice. Alright, so he's text only. So that answer altimeter is 29993. You can descend via Jedi 2 and expect ILS approach 27 right. It's quiet, I see no reason not to give it to him. There we go. He's already squawking the right code, but I just wanted to squawk ident so I can check where he is. Did he give me the altitude? 220, yeah, alright. I'm not going to ask him to say that again. This guy needs to climb, so there's no sense I'm going to climb him all the way. Delta 1440, climb and maintain flight level 250. Atlanta Center's offline, radar service terminates, frequency change approved, we'll see ya.
I maintain a flight level 250, frequency change approved. Delta 1440, thank you very much.
So unless he does something weird, he'll be alright. Give me the flash. Maybe, and I missed it. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think I've got a squawk ident. And he is slant T. Didn't see that before. Text only. We'll put 27 right in, which clears the star out for me. And the whole situation of me picking someone up from Unicom is kind of unusual. So let's see, he's 47 miles southeast of Atlanta. I'll tell him radar contact 47 miles southeast of Atlanta. There we go. And as I say, he should go down to 8 all by himself. Don't know why he's told me his court code. Didn't ask. Doesn't matter. It's only VATSIM. And I've got American 2552 listening in my voice room. Miami, Atlanta. I'm guessing he's miles away. Yeah. Whatever. I'll let the tower know that Delta 322 will be ILS 27 right. And I can put ILS 27 right. And so I've pulled up the chart for 27 right because I don't land people on it much and I never know what the fixes are. But it looks like Mason at 5,000 is going to be the equivalent of CJ. So as long as I take him roughly to CJ and tell him his miles from there, it's going to be about right for Mason. There we go, Tower said thanks. It's just that Tower don't have someone on short final and not realise that he's actually on the right on the unusual runway. Tower's got something weird going on here. We got this guy who's not squawking correctly, I could find out who he is, but I'm not going to. He's been departing on that runway. I don't see any flight plan in the departure, so the question is, who the hell is that? Let's have a look. Unrealistic, but then so is what he's doing. November 594 Kilo Papa. Checking here, does he actually have a flight plan somewhere? 54, no. So, I am going to release him because I pretend we don't know who he is. And we shall see what he does. He'll be cruising for a dot wallop. Don't think even he's out of Knoxville yet. Maybe he is. Euroscope does this funny thing where you don't always see the... Sometimes you have to look on here. Who are we? 61, 92. Yeah, he's up there somewhere. Oh, that'll be him. That'll be him up there. Still outside my airspace, so I don't care. Let's drop this guy. And take him really down to pretty low here. Let's take him to 4. I mean, some of this, to be honest, you just make it up to make it interesting for the pilots. And again, the right heading 360 or the 350. Not quite so far for him. 4,000. Let's put 350 in. Now, putting these temp alts and temp headings in is something that a lot of VATSIM USA controllers don't do. It looks like we've got another centre coming up, which will be Derek Troy. Will probably come coordinate with me in a minute. Our rogue guy seems to have disappeared. With text pilots, you often they respond a lot slower. So he needs to be 4,000 at Mercer, which is the equivalent of Grumpy. You need to turn soon, dude. Stop careering on. You're just making it worse. I need to descend. Come on. So this is frustrating. There he goes. He's descending now. Out of 9. Is he going to turn? Not turning yet. Which potentially is going to put him really high. This is frustrating. You see, this is the fun of VATSIM. I'll get him on north now, otherwise it's going to be too close in. He's got 4,000, so 4, 8, 12 miles. Yeah, by the time he goes that way and then that way, he should be alright. Let's get back onto the main screen. Okay, Tower's telling me he's going to go. What heading is that? In the wrong way. So I'm going to give him his intercept early. Turn left RLS, turn left heading, it's going to be 295, maintain 4,000 subs and localizer. Just say he's going to be 5 miles from Mercer. There we go. And you see Euroscope filled a lot of that in from it, which is kind of cool. 295 there, so he's going to let him go a couple more miles before he turns. I don't want to turn him inside that, but I want to give him time to turn. Maybe a couple more updates. Then we'll call it good. I think that's close enough for that guy. I think because he's cleared. I declared approach because that's the ILS. Cleared ILS approach. Man, it sounds like someone's got their mic open. Which I'm going to suspect is Delta 322. It's either, well, there's only two people in voice, it's 322 or it's 2552. There is a way of looking at it, but I forget. You have to turn soon, dude. I only have the approaches for 26 right and 27 left shown. I could switch the other ones on, but really there's no point.
52, 2552 with you.
Oh, right, where's he then? American 2552 Atlanta approach standby. So then the question is, where is he? I think far away.
Say again, American 2552.
American 2552, you're still well outside of my airspace. For now, monitor Unicom 122.8 and give me a call when you're a little bit closer.
Okay, I'll call you a little bit closer, American 2552.
Looks like we got a peach tree. Someone at the ground at peach tree. Alright. No flight plan yet though. It's good. Alright. So descend and maintain. 3,000 now. And so left heading 245. It should still make it. I mean, he's going to go 245 to depots down to 3. He should still make it. He's doing 142 knots. Should be doable. Alright, don't need that approach chart anymore. Center came up and then went away. And Tower says he's closing. How many miles should he call me? Oh, I don't know. Alright. We'll go. I mean, that's fine. The game text pilot, I don't expect people to type it all out. I don't really care. This guy is, I'm guessing, is the United 6192 who's just like rando squawking ident there for some reason. Don't know why. There he goes again. Very strange. And he's still flight level 240, so he's like hella too high there. Just another day on VATSIM. Well, I need 21:56, so I'm going to close on the hour, I think. So I do a dot break, which sends me orange colour. So let's see if the controllers know. Yeah, see me in 60 miles. Yeah, sorry dude, you probably won't. Make all this go away. I say I'll close at the top, which means at the top of the hour, which will be 0200 or 10 p.m. in Cincinnati, where I am. Alright, close enough. HOL1, which is the tower. Press tab, press enter. That was the tower. So let's send it to the aeroplane instead. And off. L1. Ta-da. What? You're not clear to land. Contact tower. I didn't tell him he was clear to land. Richard Wynne. Who are you? Now, unfortunately, I'm not a soup anymore, so I can't. Not that I could if I was. Show you who he is. I only see as much as you do. He's in Australia. Okay. Anyway, the usual sim brief gobbledygook that we don't care about. And what a waste of time. I try and take it out now when I use sim brief because, I mean, who cares? Straight up, who cares? Whatever. And that makes you think, is the request for 27 right just them simulating something different? Or is it them just being a bit new and not knowing what they're doing? I don't know. It ultimately makes no difference to me, but there you go. So for the minimal viewers who have said 0 in the chat, then I hope you liked it. I'll stream again. Certainly more interesting for me to be rando talking to myself, I guess. Yeah. Maybe I can do it again when there is a bit more traffic and you can watch me dishing out the panic vectors. So there we go. There's top of the hour. And I'm gonna go. So thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you again next time.